Hello friends, welcome to my channel Hira Techies, and in this video let me explain matSlider component in Angular Material UI. And it has two types. The first one is basic and another one is the range slider. So in this real-time scenario for the e-commerce application we can see this price range selection. So there we can use the slider, and also it is having lot of use cases. So once I'm completed the implementation, you will get to know more details. Okay, here we can see some of the properties also. Everything I will cover. Okay, now let me go to my application. We can start our implementation. So the first thing is we have to import the required model. Our component name is slider and the model name is matSlider model. Okay, so let me include in this export section also. So the first step we have completed. Next, let me create one component. The component name is slider. Okay, the component is created. Next, we can include this component in our routing model. Okay, this is fine. Our application actually in the running mode only. Slider. Okay. See, this is the text coming from our component. Our control name is matSlider. So inside that we have include one input and also one directive. And for the basic slider, we have to include this matSliderThumb. Okay. Let me include it. And then we have to set the minimum value, and the maximum value is 100. Okay, now we can see the output. Okay, this is our basic slider, and let me include the title also, and let me include one class. Okay, this is fine. Next, I am trying to change this color. Just include this property color. Okay, accent. Okay, the color is changed and our slider is working. And the second thing is we should know what value exactly I am selected. For that, let me include one label tag. Selector slider value is first. Let me declare this variable. So the default value should be 0. Okay, and in our input control we can include this ng model option. I mean our two-way binding. So if you want to apply the two-way binding, you have to import the form model in our app.model side. Already I'm having this reactive form model. So after that, I'm just importing this form model also. Okay, see now the initial value is 0. So when I am selecting, see, so it is increasing one by one. So in case if you want increasing more than one value means we have one more properties called step. The step I'm going to provide 5. That means we can change the addition of 5. Okay. See now, currently in 0, 25, 30, 35, 40, 60. So it is adding the addition of 5. And the next thing is, so currently I have included the separate text. So then only I am able to understand the selected value is 55. So instead of the mouse overing time also, if you want to know, I can include the custom labels. So for that we have one more property. So the property name is discrete. Okay. So let me include it here. And the value should be true. The default value should be false. Okay. See. So currently I'm in 25. So because the minimum value I have provided is the 20 to 100. So anyway, the initial value also, let me change this into valid on 25. Okay. See now it is in the 25, 30. So even though if I'm not checking this value, if I'm just mouse overing, I'm able to see this value. Okay. Okay, this is fine. And our next property is show tick marks. So in our component, I already included this step 5. For every step, if you want to include some kind of tick mark, so then we have to use this property show tick marks true. See, we are able to see the tick mark, right? So in case if I am providing the step value is 10, the tick marks also varying. See, 30, then 40, 50. It should be like that only. Okay, and also we are able to get the values. Now we have completed the basic slider with all the properties like a color, step, show tick marks and discrete. Now let me move on the second slider, that is our range slider. Okay, so we can copy the complete item. Okay, and instead of this basic slider, let me change this into range slider. Okay, and in our TS file I'm going to declare two values, start value equal to 30 and value equal to 50, or else I can give 70. Okay, so next in our component side, currently I am having only one input, so instead of that I'm going to use one more input. Okay, and instead of this directive matSliderThumb, we can use matSliderStartThumb and also EndThumb, and the values also the start value and end value. Let me remove this color. Okay, in this label selected slider start value, and we can include one more label. So let me save this one. We can see the output. See, so this is my range slider. So the initial value is 30, I mean the starting value, and the end value is 70. So let me include one break between two labels. See, so 30 and 70. Now I'm trying to change 40 to 70. See, it is updated here, and also 40 to 80, 40 to 90. So when I'm changing the value, it is automatically getting updated. Okay. Okay, this is all about our slider. So let me reiterate what actually I have done. This is very easy. First, I have imported our model, and the next thing is I'm used to this control matSlider. We have the default properties minimum and maximum value, and also we can include this step. Okay, and if required, you have to change the color. And then we have two important properties. One is discrete, that is for showing the label while mouse hovering, and another one is showTickMarks. So that is for to showing the tick marks in our slider. Okay, and the final thing is the basic slider we have to include the one input, and then we have to include the direct US matSliderThumb. For the similar way in the range slider, we have include two inputs, and also our direct use should be matSliderStartThumb and also matSliderEndThumb. So for finally getting the values, we are used the two-way binding, and based on that we are setting and also we are getting the values. Okay, so now we are in the end of the video. Still, if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in the comment box, and also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.